Alrighty. Alright. Tonight, IUF1, we got our Wednesday night. Wednesday, we got our Tier 1 division. So Tier 1 is the best of the best out here that we got. I believe there might be a few reserve drivers out here tonight with us. And as you know, reserve drivers are opted to retire from qualifying and start in the back. It looks like we got 16 people tonight. I think we do have a couple people that might be joining during qualifying, so we might see 18 people. And just a little reminder that all of Season 10 for IUF1, the one special new rule we got is no hard tires. So no hard tires allowed for the entire weekend. So it really mixes up some strategy, but so far a lot of our drivers this week, since we're at Silverstone, have been opting for the one-stopper. So you're going to see, out of 18 cars, you might see at least 15, if I had to guess, starting on the softs. And then opting to go to the mediums somewhere by lap 10 to lap 12, maybe. You're going to see the pit stop strategy come into play. So as long as, you know, granted there's no safety car. So with just 3 minutes in, Squirrel's going to be the first one to get things started here. I always kind of hate the the beginning of qualifying session. It's not really nothing to talk about, but how about the new Formula 1 25 trailer? It was a bunch of hype just to have a whole bunch of nothing. The only thing I think the trailer tells us is that Lewis Hamilton is in the game. About it. But enough about that. So Squirrel and that Aston's going to start things off with a 26.8. Followed by Kuto and Snipes right behind. Ooh, both of them really close times. Gary coming around the final corner. He's going to settle in P4. Huff jumps up. Coming in P2, that 27.1. Looks like we got a Ferrari. Followed by a Red Bull. Coming down the back stretch. And it doesn't look like anybody's behind either of these drivers for a while. Ooh, Rasha and that Ferrari coming across that 26.8 as well. Just barely missing out on pole by about 0.02. 20 thousandths. So Great Ace getting his banker lap. I think Great Ace might be the only one out on a lap right now. So still got 12 minutes left of this session to go. Half of the cars haven't even came out yet. The Squirrel still on the top step there, sitting on pole. But Great Ace not able to improve. We do have Oliveira and Shakemaker out on a lap right now. This Shakemaker invalidated. Might have enough fuel to go around and try again. But Maru also on a lap, just now starting one. We'll stay on board right here with Oliveira. So Oliveira settles himself down into P4. Okay, so Omar's about to start one. So Rasha makes a snapback, tries it again. He makes up about half a tenth, but that's just enough to put him in on the top step there. So Rasha sitting on pole at 26.76. So I think that was both Ferrari drivers there trying to work together, trying to help out a teammate. Oh. I mean, that's one way to go into the pits. Mario coming around after getting his banker lap set in. He'll find himself in P4. Koto comes across beating out Huff. He'll find himself in P3. But then right behind him, Huff crossing the line. Huff taking pole away from Rasha and Squirrel there. So Huff coming across with a 26.65. So beating out the fast lap by about a tenth. So now the gap to P1 is 0.11. I think anybody in the top 5 definitely has the pace to maybe take that spot away from him. Really close qualifying from our top 5 here. So Diego Striker starting his lap. Same with Squirrel. Squirrel trying to improve, trying to get that pole position back. And Michael coming across the final corner. He's going to have to settle for 12th. It looks like Squirrel. Nah, I can't see how much. So we got just under 6 minutes left. It's gonna be really boring for the next 3 minutes, but Squirrel, the only one on track right now, trying to set one. So Squirrel now coming around the final corner, and Squirrel will take it away from Huff and Rasha, as now Squirrel sits on pole once again. Coming in with that 26.5. So Snipes over here in the kick, currently sitting P9 at the moment. Oh, I did invalidate this lap though. Yeah, he's gonna come back in. Still has enough time to go back out. So Senny in the Haas, trying to improve his hot lap. Doing anything you can not to start in 10th. So Senny jumps up to P4. Let's see, Amaro out on track. But it looks like he's doing 2 out laps. Shake Maker might be on. Yeah, he might be on one. No? Alright, so Rasha's out on one. So just a little over 2 minutes remaining. Might get a little busy out on track here in a second. We're gonna stay on board with Rasha. We might see some Ferrari. Who's in the other Ferrari? Yeah, Perfect Polly trying to help out Rasha any way he can. A little bit of a team order there. Might even see Rasha return the favor for Perfect Polly once Polly starts his lap. I'm sure that's exactly what we're gonna see. Ooh, so Rasha just barely beating out Huff with that P2 position. So now Rasha sees himself in the front row. Yep, so just as I expected, so Rasha returning the favor, giving Polly a little bit of a slipstream there as he now darts down right before the S's here. And without even knowing... No, wait, no, never mind, Squirrel was already on pole. Someone maybe have just taken it. We do have Huff on track. Huff might be the only one that might be able to manage snagging pole away from Squirrel. So Polly jumps up about 5 positions to see himself in P9. Hop on board with Huff here. All Huff needs to do is make up 10 thousandths of a second to snag P2 away from Rasha. Oh, but he does not have enough. So Maru out there taking out some of the styrofoam. And I think that's gonna about do it for qualifying here. The Squirrel taking pole by about 1/10.5. Really close gap between P2 and 3. Also between P4 and 5 and 6 and 7. P4 to P7. Out of the margin, like under 1/10. Really close stuff from all of them. And the gap from P8 to P9. 11 thousandths. So that's going to do it for qualifying. So we go down the order here. So Squirrel taking in a pole position by about a tenth and a half, followed by Rasha on the front row. And then we got Huff, Senny, Guto, Irish Bull, Omaru, Oliveira, Perfect Polly, Gary, Snipes, Great Ace, Michael, Diego Striker, Shake Maker, Fatality, KBT, and Rocket, and Dante. I think your bottom 5 there might be our reserve drivers. Hence the reason why they didn't put in a time here for us. Alright, so we're going to give our drivers about 5 minutes to get their setups in order and tire strategy. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back with some racing. That's 5 lights. And we are away. The Squirrel just able to get out in front of Rasha there. Is Rasha now losing a position to Huff? Squirrel's going to maintain his P1 position there after quali. Ooh, we got a little bit of a... I think that was Snipes in the kick, losing about 5 or 6 positions. Uto losing a couple spots as well. Ooh, a little loose there from Senny there. Senny's gonna lose one. Both Mercedes drivers taking a little bit of a spill. They're both gonna find themselves in the back. So nothing too chaotic on the opening lap as everyone starts to slot in single file now. A little bit of a move there from Huff, trying to go around the outside of Squirrel. So Huff gets the move done, and now Huff is going to be leading this thing. And we're going to have an early pit stop from Oliveira. Get some details up. Yeah, so everybody's starting on the softs except for Gary, the only one on the opposite strategy here. So a couple early pit stops. Another Mercedes of Rocket also coming in on what I can only assume was wing damage. There it is. A really good start from Dante and KB, both up 5 and 6 positions. Striker also up 4. Amaru gaining 3 positions up there at the front. So Senny dropping back 3. MFG dropping 3. And then of course Oliveira and Rocket having to pit early. They're going to find themselves way in the back. Ooh, a little bit of contact from our leaders here. Between Huff and Rasha. We hop on board with Squirrel. His POV of this battle at the front, so the Squirrel now finds himself in 3rd. Ooh, so Huff's gonna find himself boxed out by the Aston and the Ferrari there. The Huff losing a position, getting boxed out by Rasha. And looks like we're gonna be too wide going through Corps. A little bit of a wheel bang, but nothing too serious. Looks like we're dropping people left and right behind us. So Huff with all the straight line speed is gonna get the double overtake. But Squirrel's still hanging onto the outside line, has the grip to stay ahead. But Rasha losing a position to Huff now. Another early pit stop there from Pauly. That gonna be a wing change. Yep. Oh, what is going on back here? So, fatality, losing 2 positions there, running wide in the U-bend. Sorry I don't know the names of all the corners here at Silverstone. I know a lot of you must have all the names of the corners memorized, but I'm American, so yeah, I don't know. So Dante continuing his charge up this field, getting around Great Ace very easily. We have a 3-car battle for P8 between EBT, Snipes, and Gary here. So Gary was the only driver to start on the mediums. Currently finding himself in 8th. As long as he can stick with these soft runners that are around him, he should be looking good as long as no safety cars come out. The Snipes gets around Gary easily with the help of DRS. So Amaru trying to get into the mix for the battle for the lead. Amaru must have gotten around Huff. Huff dropping down into P4 now. We see a move by Rasha. With the help of DRS, able to get around Squirrel there. A little bit of a side-by-side between Huff and Buto. But Huff remains in P4, but that's going to cost him time. So Huff now at a DRS range of our lead pack here, 1.3 behind. Ooh. And being and banging, I think Senny got the worst of it. Senny spun out at turn 3, dropping 4 or 5 positions. Now Senny finds himself in a little bit of a mix for this other battle. Senny might even have some damage there. Looks like he is missing both of his end plates. I'm sure we're going to see that in the incident reports show up. I almost caught it on stream. Almost. Can't catch them all. Oh, Gary going way wide. Oh yeah, Gary also with some end plate damage. So might see a couple pit stops here. Gary really did not need the damage. He is on the mediums. He's going to have to settle for a 2-stopper. So Gary coming in. Followed by Senny right behind him. Both of them picking up damage that same lap. 2 different instances too. We hop back on board with our leaders, so a 3-car battle, fight for the podium happening. Still only on lap 7, very, very early in this race to tell. Might come down to pit stop strategy here between these 3 drivers. The pit window is anywhere from lap 12 to, or no, lap 9 to lap 12, so you got a big window. Whoop. My bad. Gonna see a little bit of a move from Omaru there. Getting around Russia nice and easy. That's what DRS was meant for. So Kuto only on lap 7, coming in early. So Kuto coming in, maybe trying to get the undercut. Trying to check to see if he's getting a wing. Okay, so he is fixing that wing and coming in early. He's gonna have to do 18 laps on those mediums. A little bit of a battle here. In our back markers got Michael, Gary, and Rocket. All three drivers who have unfortunately had to make a stop early in this one for for a new wing. So Rasha all over the back of Amaru, coming out of the S's, should make this pass happen very easily. So Kuto with those fresh mediums easily gets around Oliveira. Now Gary trying to get the pass made back on Rocket. Same spot too. Ooh. The Squirrel trying to go around the outside without the DRS. Gets around Amaru though. The Squirrel now currently sitting in P1. But this fight is well long away from being over. The Squirrel even created enough of a gap to not get overtaken there in DRS. A fatality, our first victim of the night, picking up his 3-second penalty there. Amaru trying to get back around Squirrel there. Our three leaders just constantly passing each other back and forth. But Huff down into P4, trying to catch up. Oh, actually, Huff comes in. So Huff on lap 10 comes in a little early there, trying to get the undercut. A little bit of a bump draft from Snipes there on the back of KBT. The Huff on the back of Shakemaker. Trying to do my absolute best to try to get all the overtakes taken on stream here. Ooh. So Squirrel taking a 10-second penalty there, going into the pits a little too quick. The Squirrel desperately needing a safety car is Tiago. Also coming in, getting a 10-second speeding penalty along with Squirrel. So, unless something must have happened, it's really hard to fight the FIA in the league about any kind of penalties that might have been handed to you by the game that you don't think was fair. Oop. Huh. So that happened. So Mario coming out of turn 7 or 8, I believe, just slipped on a banana peel, and that's how you take a tire off, I guess. So safety car coming out, definitely helping out Tiago and Squirrel. I would assume both of those drivers are going to be coming in. What are they doing? Well, that's our first safety car of the night as we stack back up. Not sure why Squirrel didn't go into the pits there. He does have a 10-second penalty that's servable. Unless he didn't want to impede his teammate. It's the only thing I can think of. I'm not sure if he knows that his teammates are reserved, so... hopefully he's smart enough to come in. Unless he's able to appeal it. So, and now Dante picking up that penalty as well. Ow. Man, this lobby isn't looking like a tier 1 lobby, guys. Not gonna lie. I still can't believe the odds of catching somebody on stream spinning out. It's technically a 1 in 19 chance. Me spectating the person that spins out. I think I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket. So safety car in the slap. What are the penalties looking like? So Dante with a drive-through, Gray Ace and Squirrel with 10 seconds. I forget who, I think it was Tiago Striker that also had 10 seconds, but he did serve it. Yeah, so Great Ace is gonna come in, try to serve it. It's I'm sorry. Oh, fellas. Oh, whatever. We're back to racing, I guess. The Squirrel trying to look down the inside of Rasha there, but Rasha defending quite nicely with the use of his battery. A little bit of a gap forming up behind the Irish Bull. Might have ourselves a little 5-car train here up at the front. As we go down into Maggots and Beckett's. See, I'm learning here. You know what? Just to amuse everybody, I'm gonna look up what the corners are called. Oh, it's not Maggots? Oh wait, no, it is Maggots and Beckett's. And Chapel. Never heard of that one. And it's called Cops? I thought it was called Corpse. You learn something new every day. and Rasha is all over the back of Squirrel here. I'm only assuming Squirrel didn't serve it because maybe he got pushed into the pit lane and maybe that's what gave it to him. Whoa. So Squirrel out here defending like a madman. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong, but I think just a little bit of an innocent touch there from Rasha. So we are too wide going through Vale and Club. Yeah, I'm learning. Ooh, a Squirrel getting off of the racing line, losing a couple of spots, almost 3. So Huff and Rasha with an easy overtake on Squirrel. Snipes and Irish Bull thought they had a free overtake. So Huff and Squirrel are trying to make an overtake happen. Going through the Wellington straight. Rasha would get some good defense there. So with 8.5 laps to go. Oh. 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 Oh, whew. I thought we had a safety car for a second. This game's been out for 10 months and they still need to fix some issues. So Squirrel all over the back of Huff. Just breathing down his neck. Brooks down the inside, might be able to get the move done. Huff says no thanks. The Squirrel having to go around the outside, no grip up there, but he will get a good exit. I'm gonna go too wide through Woodcut. Ooh, a little bit of a... Is that Snipes? Snipes coming into the pits. That's a very interesting one. Wing change? Okay, yeah, wing change. This race is gonna put me to sleep. Oh, Irish Bull. Going through Stowe. Getting around Kuto. So a little bit of a 7-car train going on here at the front. So just under 6 laps remaining in this race. Still anybody's race, honestly. I'm still not sure why Squirrel didn't come in and serve that 10-second. Again, like I said, the only way maybe you can appeal the speeding penalty in the pit lane entrance is if someone pushed you in. Ooh, really good work there from Rasha going through the S's. I mean Maggots, Beckett's, and Chapel. We go down into Stowe. Huff getting the overtake early before the corner entry. The Squirrel losing a position to Huff, and now another one to Rasha as they come out of Stowe. The Squirrel losing 2 positions in one sector, or one corner rather. I'm not gonna lie, this race has been pretty ugly from everybody across the board. I mean, I can't call everybody out, but I mean, I know this is our Tier 1 division, but it's been looking like a Tier 2 race, if I can be honest. There's penalties popping up left and right. Senseless bumping and wheel tapping. So Rasha all over the back of Huff there, just 2/10 back. Might be able to get the overtake happen. Ooh. Rasha makes a look down the inside, but a little bit of a fake. Trying to see if he can throw Huff off. But Huff doesn't budge and he's gonna stay in first. Oh no, KB. My Shayla. Damn, actually, what did happen? Ooh. Ooh. About 2.5 laps remaining. This constant battle for P1 between Squirrel, Rasha, and Huff. Ever since lap 1, this battle has not stopped. You know, the final 2 right-handers of Sector 3 kinda reminds me of Germany. Not gonna lie. And now just 1.5 laps remaining in this race. And I still couldn't tell you if Squirrel, Rasha, or Huff is gonna cross the line first. Like, I really have no idea. So Rasha, probably with a smart idea, conserve his battery. He's sitting on 100%. Squirrel sitting on about 45. Huff also with 100% battery. The Irish with 50. Kuto with about 20. Polly with about 35. Huff and Rasha just banking on a bunch of battery right now. If I was Rasha and a guy with a penalty in front of me, I might want to drain it here. But it might not matter. Ooh. So half a lap to go. Uh-oh. I'm sure everybody... A little bit of a... between Rasha and Squirrel. Uff now with an opportunity. Yeah, I don't even know what to say after. I'm sure Irish Bull did not expect to be on the top of the podium. Hmm. I literally have no comment for that whole race. Not gonna lie, that was really pathetic from everybody considering this is tier 1, and I'll stand by it. Anyway, going down the order. Our podium, we got Irish Bull, Rasha, and Huff. And then after that, we got Kuto, Perfect Polly, Senny, Oliveira, KBT, Rocket, Squirrel, Gary, Shaker Maker, Michael, Diego Striker, Dante, Snipes, Fatality, Grey Ace, and Amaru. I guess tune in tomorrow, same time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, American time. And we'll have another great Tier 2 race for you after you got one today. So thanks for tuning in or rewatching the race back. We'll see you in the next one.